Today's topic:
homophobic tweets by Kevin Hart.
Everybody's heard about the Kevin Hart scandal. He made some tweets that were homophobic, and then they got them. He had to step down from hosting the Oscars. Now we weren't going to cover this story, but there's been a recent update that we find very interesting. Nick Cannon has decided to come out of the woodwork and be like, "Yo, y'all think what Kevin said was anti-gay? Look at what these female comics say." And I haven't read these tweets yet, so we're going to leave them live. We're going to read them live and then react.
Chelsea Handler. This is what a fag bird likes when he flexes.
She used the word fag. Cool.
Fag bird. Sarah Silverman. I don't mean this in a hateful way. You know you're going to do the opposite. You know you're going to do the exact opposite. I don't mean to be racist. Fuck niggers. You know what he like?
Yeah, let's go. I'm touching my nipples right now, just getting anticipation. Let's go.
I don't mean this in a hateful way, but the new Bachelorette is a faggot. Amy Schumer. Enjoy Skyfall, fags. I'm about to get knee deep in Ellen Hunt.
So, yes, obviously, is there a double standard in this case? Yes. People should digging up the tweets of a whole bunch of dudes trying to get them to feel guilty about what they've done or what they've said 10, 20 years ago. Here's the reality. All of our views have progressed over time. Words are things that I thought were acceptable in the past, I no longer think are acceptable. And to judge someone for things they may have said 20 years ago in the context of when it was potentially acceptable, or more so, is unfair. It is simply unfair. And we have to keep that in mind, because if we hold everyone to that standard, then it's just not real. And we have to also remember, celebrities are people as well, right? And we want them to be more real, be more authentic. And when they misspeak, we chastise them.
Real quick.
For not being perfect, for not using the proper speech, when we ourselves are guilty of the exact same sins. We just don't have the platforms where people minutely look at every detail. I know for myself, when I'm going to get to a certain spot, there's going to be people who will comb through my past and they're going to find something. Am I going to apologize for it? It'll be based on that specific instance. But I do think we've gone very far in always trying to engage in these witch hunts to look for demons that no longer exist today, but we still want to make people apologize for them.
Apologize! You already apologized for that. Apologize!
Here's the reality. It's too late to apologize.
It's too late to apologize.
Here's what pissed me off by Kevin. Kevin took a stand and said, "Nah, I already apologized for this in the past. I'm not going to apologize for it again. That joke was whack, and I'm not going to do it today. But I've already said sorry." And he said, "I'm not going to apologize." He stepped down from the Oscars, and then he apologized. And I was like, come on, Kev. Stand on your principles. You didn't want to apologize. You just did it because there's mad pressure, and you got to make your cheddar.
You already stepped down.
You already stepped down. Finally, when I see you grabbing your balls, you're like, "Nah, let me drop them again." I was like, come on, bro. I don't know.
Every one of you should look at your memories on Facebook and look at the dumb shit.
There's nothing more cringy when Facebook is like, "We have a notification for you. Check out your memories." And then you see 9 years ago, "Hey, Serena, I'm waiting in front of your place and you haven't answered in 3 hours." And it's just like, I look fucking lame and she got a notification, so she's reminded and I'm mad.
And then you delete it.
Yeah, you deleted it too? Okay, nigga.
Yo, hashtag me too.
Yo, yeah, you're not gonna catch me.
Yeah,
yo, every year, Facebook notifies me like, "Nigga, get rid of this shit."
That's some dumb shit.
That's what Facebook is doing.
Hey.
Nigga, cringe.
That was some dumb shit.
Too dumb.
Take care of that.
I want us to, as a side, to scale it back and just to breathe a little bit. Yeah, that tweet in a vacuum is terrible, but nothing happens in a vacuum in our world today. We all live in a world with context and culture. We always have to look at that. He already apologized. Why make him apologize again? Is it for your own ego? I think it's a power trip. To me, the reason why I didn't want him to apologize again, because it's a power trip. It's people trying to, put their sense of morality on others and then showcase that if you go against what we think.
I don't like giving art. Me. He should be there. Me. I'm just going to bring that shit. Well, you remember when he did man?
Instead of us having a discussion that can lead to something more positive, what we have someone apologizing and then we're trying to move on. Nothing was discussed. This will repeat itself because we're not trying to have the more difficult talk, which is, are our views changed on homosexuality? How can we improve? What are things that we do? Instead of having Kevin Hart become an ally in this discussion, what you've done is you've ostracized him. You've ostracized a whole bunch of people who feel like you're out for a power grab. And now nothing is going to improve from this whole thing. It's kind of like with racist issues. I wanted her to apologize. She says I'm racist. I don't care if she apologizes. I don't care if someone who said something terribly racist apologizes. That's not what I'm looking for. Means to understand why our society views blackness this way. What we can do to improve it. Because we've had a million apologies. And we still where we at today. So until we have a very difficult talk about these difficult topics, we're not going anywhere. People tell me, Abba, apologize for your Rachel. I refuse. I will not apologize for it. Unless I actually thought it was wrong. Which one case I did. But anyways, that's not the point. What I'm trying to get at is that instead of us having a difficult talk about, humor and where it can or can't go, instead of us having a talk about, can men have these talks about rape, all we're doing is apologize.
Apologize and remove it! And if I don't understand how the fuck what happened and we're not having this conversation, then, it's not, there's no point of apologizing.
Hey, it's simple. Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it. And y'all better keep the same fucking energy.
Yeah, keep the same
energy.
Keep the same energy. Yes,
because if you condemn Kevin for the comments that he made, if I see Sarah Silverman at any fucking pro-Spanish rally and she hasn't apologized 100 times, fuck out of here.
Keep the same energy.
Fuck out of here.
Keep the same energy.
And people are going to say men are trash, but y'all some goddamn hypocrites. And